Okay. First of all, hi, welcome. My name is Mone. I am, as you can probably tell from the title, a big supernatural fan. It's my favorite show of all time. I do like spooky stuff, witchy stuff, so fantasy stuff, so it's like the perfect show for me. And I like reading, as you can tell. So yeah, what better way to celebrate reading and the month of October with a spooky readathon based on supernatural. So I made myself a little spreadsheet in order to get everything or tell you everything important. So yeah, I think I'll start. Okay, so first thing first, I did a few information sheets or like prompt sheets on Canva, so you can find those in my Google Drive. I'll link them down below in the description. And I also created a few forms, so the form for you to join and the form for you to submit your books. You will also find those links down below. I hope everything works properly. If there are any issues, please forgive me. Just contact me and I will try my best to sort things out. Yeah. So this readathon, it's called Hunt-A-Thon because like the hunters, right? And it's basically a readathon. You can collect is the right thing for it, is the right word for it. Not points but pies, because well, one of the main characters is slightly addicted to pies. So I thought, why not call them pies instead of points? I think this is more fun. So what is very important to me is to, since it's a point system, is I'm not a fan of a competition, not a competition in the sense of I'm better than you. So of course it's a competition. You want to read as much as you can. You want to gather as many pies as you can. So it is in a way a competition, but I'm hoping it's not turning into a competition where people point out, but I have more points than you or more pies in this case. So yeah, I hope you get what I mean, I think. So it's not a competition. I want it to be fun. And yeah, so this is very important to me, and I also wrote it down. So it's on my list to tell you that it is not a competition. So of course you can make it a competition with your friends, or in our group chat or whatever. Yeah. Another disclaimer I want to make is I tried to keep any spoilers or stuff like that out of it. So I hope everyone who has, or anyone who hasn't seen the show, will not get spoiled, or anyone who hasn't seen past, I don't know, season 1 or 2 or 3, 4 or 5. I tried to make it spoiler free. There are gonna be names that are coming up in the later seasons, but as I said before, I tried not to spoil anything with the prompts. I also decided to have a few monsters in it, and those are basically monsters that are mentioned in the first 1 to 2 seasons, I think. Yeah, I hope I don't spoil anyone with the monsters part or with the monster part. So yeah, so just be warned, I try to keep it spoiler free, but if you're a clever person or have loads of fantasy or a wild imagination, so it could happen that you figure something out. I'm pretty sure it's safe, but just so you were warned, it's a readathon based on a 15 season show, so yeah. I try to minimize the spoilers, basically. Yeah, okay. So the way this is going to be is I made a few lists, spreadsheets or prompt lists or whatever you want to call them, for you to choose your books. So it's basically, so you're a hunter, right? Because Hunt-A-Thon, so you're going on a hunt for each book. And the first thing you can do is you can choose a partner in crime. And the four, for me, main characters of the show. So we have Dean Winchester, Sam Winchester, what the hell happened there? Castiel and Crowley. So I know Crowley's, for example, and Castiel are two characters that appear later in the show. So this is what I meant with we do have names that are not present in the first few seasons. There are just prompts, and I tried to keep them, rather neutral. So for the partners in crime, you can choose 2 or 1 character to go with you on this hunt. Each character of those 4 has 2 prompts. You can either choose 1 prompt that fits your book, or you can choose 2 prompts. And you can choose 1 prompt from 2 different characters, or you can choose the 2 prompts from 1 character. I hope this makes sense. For example, Dean Winchester is continue or start with a series. Then the second prompt for him is read a book with a sarcastic, sassy main character, because, For Sam Winchester, it's read a comfort book and read a book where the main character gets thrown into an adventure. The past catches up with them, or the past catches up with them. And for Castiel is read a debut novel, a book in a genre you hardly read. And for Crowley, we have a book with a political plotline and a book with a morally grey main or a morally grey character. So these are basically 8 prompts, and you can choose 2 of them. I hope this makes sense. If there are any questions, please let me know, and I will clarify anything that's unclear. The second sheet is creatures. So again, you can choose 2 monsters to hunt. And we have ghosts, werewolves, shapeshifters, vampires, reaper, and djinn. For the ghost is read a book that's been on your TBR pile for the longest of time. For werewolf, we have read a book with at least 1 animal on the cover or with bones on the cover. For shapeshifter, it's read a recommended book or chosen by voting. For vampire, we have read a book published before 2010. Reaper is read a book with a heavy theme or a book about new beginnings. And djinn is read a book that is calling you. So basically that you think you'll love without knowing too much about the plot. So yes, I hope this is also rather clear. So you can basically choose 2 prompts for this, for your book. If it only fits 1 prompt, that's fine also. Also for the partners in crime. If it only fits 1 of those prompts, it's fine. And if it doesn't, that's fine too, because you're a hunter. And I think you're a great hunter. So you don't necessarily need help from those 4. We do have sidekicks as well. So loads of side characters in Supernatural. Loads of side characters I really, really love or really, really hate, depending. And I choose a few of them. There are a few main ones missing. I decided to not add them because I think maybe it could give away something of the plotline or the plotline of a season, so I decided against it. You can choose maximum of 4 prompts for this one. So we have Bobby. It's a spooky read because, like Bobby, you can handle everything, right? We have Rowena. Is a book with a magic system or witch in the title. Then we have Jodie, which is a book with murder as one of the main plots or in the title. Kevin, the chosen one trope. Rufus is a book with an older main character. He basically has to be more than 55 years old. Charlie is a high-stakes book or a book about haste. The Wayward Sisters is a book about society or a book about dark academia. We have Jack. It's a book with a great world building. Then we have Garth. A book about someone leading a double life or featuring a parallel reality or parallel universe. And we have Donna, a book with a female identifying main character. Thanks, Bix. Then we have Jack, is a book with non-human characters. And last but not least, we have Ellen and Joe. It's like the prompt family, found or not. So four prompts you can choose for your book. I hope these are clear as well. And the last bit you can collect pies is weapons. So I decided to go with the page count for this one. So we have classical Salt and Burn, and it's for a book that is from 0 to 150 pages, sorry. Then we have Silver Bullets. It's pages from 151 to 300 pages. Then we have Machete. I hope I spelled it correctly. I'm not sure. It's a Machete in German. And it's from 301 to 450. And last but not least, it's Magic. And it's pages from 551 upwards. And the last sheet you will find on my drive is the pie count sheet. So how many pies did you collect with your book? And it's written down how many pies you get for each sheet and each prompt you are able to fulfill. Just a little additional info. So I'm basically hosting this on Instagram and Twitter. I'm planning on doing some fun stuff, mainly on Instagram. So I would be really thrilled if you would join me there or on Twitter. Yeah, I will link down my Twitter account and my Instagram account down below. Another additional info for you, I decided to do a photo challenge for the first week of October. You will find the sheet also in my drive, and I will post it on my Instagram. I decided to go with, just a second, I'm so sorry. I should have known I need this. I will need this. So it's from the 3rd of October to the 9th of October. And yeah, these will be added on my Instagram page. Yeah, I think I did not forget something, or at least I hope I didn't forget anything important for you guys. It's my first time hosting a Readathon. I hope you'll like it. Thank you to my lovely friends on Instagram and on our lovely Discord. Not on my Discord, but it's G's Discord, like Book Roasts. I will link her down below too, because of her I met lovely people and they enabled me to conquer my fears and do this and create a readathon. A readathon not only I will attend, but a few people already told me they want to join, and I'm really thankful for that, and I'm really happy and really look forward to having fun with you guys on our Discord. So yeah, I hope, yeah, as I said, everything is clear. If there are any questions, if there are any mistakes you discover or errors from me, please let me know in the comments down below. I will fix them, not try to fix them, I will fix them, so it's an enjoyable month for you, an enjoyable month for you. The hell, my English. Decided to jump over my shadow and talk in English.